Nice
This
to see
conference
you.
will now be recorded.
All right, so we are recording and welcome today to Limu Nation, to the or RX Nation. Excuse me, somebody hit me here, slap me. Okay, welcome to RX Nation, and this is your daily Q&A opportunity, and we are joined today. I mean, Omar and I are sitting here together, so you're joined with us, but also Ian is on the line as well. Ian, do you want to give any direct information, any updates, anything first?
Sure. I just want to start off by saying thank you for joining. And I'm telling you, somebody somewhere does not love this merge. They are doing everything in their power to make it go afoul, right? From the Zoom bombing a few weeks ago to massive cyber attack, DDoS attacks on our system over the weekend. Someone don't like this, but I got to tell you something. I don't care if you're an ex company, if you are an ex partner, or if you're anybody, you're not going to stop us. So the fact that we're on this call today and the fact that we'll be on these calls every single week for the next however long it takes, I hope shows our dedication that, guys, we're in this to win it. We are all in, and they ain't seen nothing yet. So you can come and tickle us, but dude, we're not gonna stop, and you're just gonna see RX get bigger and bigger and better. Now, for that to happen, of course, your success, like individual, like you, like Chester Roden, right, Christy Reed, your guys' individual success to us is as important as any big deal we ever do. Because if you can make it work, everything works. If you can't, it's our job to help that work. So we're joining to you with you on this call to answer any questions, and I'm sure there's tons of questions because you don't know what you don't know. And everything sounds awesome until you do it. And then once you do it, you're like, I don't know how to do this. And you feel like a kid over again, like a baby learning a new language. But I promise in no time, as long as we keep up really good communication, you'll figure it out. You'll have your questions answered. You'll know what to do, and you can just focus on going to work. So our whole job is to make that process as painless, simple as possible. And I've told this before, and I'll say it again. Omar and his team, they are authorized to basically make right any wrong that comes from a confusion, misunderstanding. You're a leader, you go teach it the wrong way. Okay, we'll honor it, teach you the right way, and then try to fix it moving forward because it's that important. If I had to learn Chinese and not make a single mistake, I never would have learned Chinese, right? And so, same thing with you guys. It'll be a little bit hiccups and bumps and kind of just challenges for the first month, but then after that, you'll get the hang of it and it'll be a piece of cake. So, we're here to let you guys ask any questions you have, give you answers, and then ultimately, the end of the call or the end of these series of calls, everyone can go back to work. And if we don't have enough time today to get all the questions answered, that's why we're doing these several times a week until you guys say, we don't have any questions left. Stop, let's go to work. So, Rick, that's my little intro. I'm excited. Welcome to RX officially. Like Eva said, you can't stop us, right? You can slow us down a little bit, but we'll find a way to be resilient because we're all in. So, that's all I got, Rick. Turn it back over to you, sir.
Awesome, thank you. I am going to ask you one quick question. I know we talk about this all the time. When you move into a new compensation mechanism or structure of any kind, I don't, it doesn't matter if it's traditional sales or if it's MLM or whatever it is. There's always going to be questions. And this is a patented answer. You will know it's a very short answer to a long explanation, but you will start to understand the comp plan the best when what happens, Ian?
When you don't know how to explain it, and then you ask how, or when you earn from it.
When you get your first
Like,
check.
whoa, I just got paid a savings bonus. Where'd that come from? Right?
Yep. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks, Ian. Thanks for coming on. And from time to time, we'll have the owners and executives on the company. And I apologize for the dynamics of this call because I apparently have the biggest head in history, and Omar has the smallest head in history. For whatever that looks like to me, I'm like going, man, my head is so big.
I think it's because they're closer to the
I know. It's just, it looks that way. I don't know. I like to have fun, guys. You
I
know
don't know, Rick. I think there's something to that.
that. There could be.
I'm teasing, man. Sorry.
I know, and I know there's an ego comment in there somewhere. Anyway, so let's hit the questions that are on the sheet for today, and then whatever ones we don't pick up, again, send them in to any one of us. Send it to me, send it to Omar, send it to Ian. Just a standard email for going into RX to any of us is first name dot last name at rx.com. You can see our names on here: Rick.Redford, Ian.Chandler, Omar.Moreno, Maki.Lurwill. All of us, you can reach us that way and or text us. Most of you have my cell phone number from previous calls. So let's jump into it. Can I get loyalty shopping prices on my auto delivery? So there's kind of two parts to this. Number one, no, meaning that you have to qualify first. You have to have your qualifying order first before you get loyalty shopping, and that will open up. It's like unlocking the door to loyalty shopping. However, this is what you can do. Once you set your auto delivery, then you will see the unlocking of the loyalty shopping, and you can have that the loyalty order combined with, meaning it can be added for a shipping purposes to your auto delivery order. So it cannot be used to qualify you for commissions, but it could be added to increase the cost of your shipping. So that's probably the best way to explain it.
Yeah, loyalty shopping, guys, is just a way where once you've done like the minimum sales every month, like 100 points, then every time you buy after that throughout the month, you get crazy discounts that are above and beyond what you normally get. So that's loyalty, and you can get it once you've done your auto delivery for the month. So pretty easy.
Yeah, amen. Number two, what are we doing for the people that enrolled in May but did not hit Ultimate and Gold? So most of you know that we had a promotion running, an incentive going within the Limu organization prior to the merge on June 3rd. And that is if you went Gold, or if you did certain activities, that you would then be qualified as Gold or as Ultimate. Well, in the RX compensation plan, it's from your enrollment date. Let's say that you were a part of RX before and you enrolled, you have 4 weeks to hit the ultimate by either purchasing a total of 1,500 PV, and or you have 8 weeks in order to hit that ultimate by signing up 4 new reps with at least 200 points or more. So because of that, if you enrolled, let's say you enrolled May 15th, in Limu before the merger, then that is your enrollment date in RX also. So you have 4 weeks from the time you enrolled or 8 weeks from the time you enrolled. So that same 4 or 8 weeks applies to you even if you enrolled within the Limu database, because that was your starting date when it was transferred over to RX. We also will have, and so well, the bottom line is, guys, and you will find us to be this way, if you feel like you missed out, give us a call. We're always going to find a way to make that happen for you. You know, I joke about having a really, really simple philosophy about sales in general. If somebody is standing at my door with money in their hand and they want to buy something, I'd really like to find a way to make that happen. I know that sounds kind of simple, but it is in reality. And you will find that if you feel like, let's say you went 4 weeks and 2 days, and you had somebody you wanted to enroll and you feel like, oh, I missed it. You know, there's some companies out there would say, oh gosh, sorry, wait till next time. We will say to you, you know what? We got you. We got your back. So, and I know Omar does a lot of that. Omar, is that usually the approach that we take? Please answer yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to add to that?
Yeah, so we're always willing to help you guys out. We want to create urgency. And so this is why we push these 4 weeks and 8 weeks, because we want to create urgency. We want to keep the momentum. We don't want to keep anyone stagnant. But like Rick said, if someone missed it, we're always more than happy to help you guys. Just give us a call and we'll take care of you.
Yep. And just like the theme of yesterday's, when I broke into song, everything will be all right. It really will. Will my new title affect my pay? Absolutely not. So, and And that is a straight line
Yeah,
answer.
in Limu, the comp plan was all based on kind of what your monthly like qualifying title was, and your pay went up or down based on the level that you can hit in RX. None of that. We have no hoops to jump through. It's just, oh, we pay you 15% of all your payline volume, right? We pay you 30% if you're ultimate on team lead bonus. We pay you matching bonus based on the paychecks you help your personally sponsored, people earn. And so all of that is based on just if there's sales and there's revenue, you get paid. So it has nothing to do with kind of you having to hit a specific certain title. It's all just based on go and grow.
Yeah, amen. What happens to limutroops.com to provide products to military? So, anytime you have some conversations and you're bringing two organizations together, there's always a few things that you miss. You just slips through the cracks because it isn't necessarily a part of the day-to-day business and compensation plan and products and so on. Well, this is one of those where the last couple of days somebody had asked about it. We're like, ooh, that sounds cool. What is that? And so we found out about it. Most of us found out about it yesterday. And we're like, you know what? We would like to consider that. So I don't have an answer for you today, but we heard about it yesterday. We heard the question that came in. And we thought, you know what? That sounds awesome. Let's look into that and see if that's something we can do. So thanks for that. That's part of the Q&A is as you come up with, we used to do this, or this used to be this way, or what do you think about this? This is a give and take. This is an opportunity for you to make suggestions as well. It's like your suggestion box. So anyway, we thought that was a cool idea. Can I process my auto delivery early and have it count towards my qualifications? Omar, maybe this is a good one. You'd probably deal with this every once in a while.
Yeah. So the hard answer is no. And the reason being, we function on a weekly basis. You're paid commissions on a weekly basis. We also, when you first enroll with RX, you have the 4 weeks to get your upgrade level. You have your 8 weeks to go gold. And the product itself is set for 28 servings, which is 4 weeks. However, if you are within a few days of your auto delivery, which processes every Saturday, so if today's Wednesday and you're like, I need my product now, I'm running out, give us a call and we're more than happy to accommodate that for you, but it has to be within a few days of your upcoming auto delivery. It cannot be done within a week or 2 or more. It just messes everything up with your volume and your sales that are coming in. So was that clear enough for everyone? So it's a no, but if you're within a few days of Saturday, then yes, we can definitely make some accommodations for you.
Yeah. And the reality is compensation plans function a little bit differently. And so where there may have been a need for that or an idea where that was a benefit, there really isn't here. And so why have that necessarily if there isn't really an advantage for it? So, and that'll be the part of the training as you start to get paid with the new compensation plan. And that's exactly what happens. You'll see the line item saying, this is how much you were paid in for this activity. You're going, oh, now I get it. Yeah. Now I understand. And the weeks, the color coding of the weeks will make complete sense to you at that point. So the second to the last question, just to manage expectations. When I enroll someone new, does an email go out to my upline informing them of a new downline enrollment? And this was a big building tool in the Limu tree and in the programming. The answer is currently no. The sponsor does receive a email and the upline can see it in your rotating dashboard, which when you log into yes, when you log into your X Office on the left-hand side, you'll see. Are you impressed that I know this? Yeah. That you'll see that there is a scrolling bits of information. And as you scroll down, you will see that these new people have enrolled.
Yep.
And go ahead if you want to add to that.
He's completely correct on that. When I did that X Office training, one of the key things I pointed out in that scrolling dashboard was it says you have blank or X number of new representatives that enrolled. And when you click on that, it'll pull that report for you for that week.
Yeah. So 2 steps. So it isn't necessarily a push to go emails to the upline, although we have presented that and we are presenting it to our Partners Council because we do everything in collaboration with our Partners Councils and power rankers. because there's always two sides to all of those different kinds of requests. We want to make sure we're doing what's right across the board. But we love the idea. It's it would be if I was the upline and I saw, hey, so and so joined, so and so joined, so and so joined. It's gonna cause me to go, man, I got to get off my rear end and go out and sign somebody up so I can keep up with my downline. I love that philosophy. Right now, you do have access to it. Click see the scrolling area of your X Office on the left-hand side, then click on where it says new enrollments, and it will pull up that information for you. Cool. Last question, and it's an answer I don't have today, but hopefully tomorrow. Stay tuned. This is one of those, at the end of every season, there's a cliffhanger. We're going to have a cliffhanger at the end of every one of our Q&As, so that's pressure on you tomorrow. So this is a cliffhanger. Why don't I get an email with my order confirmation and tracking updates? So Omar, this is number one for you tomorrow. Stay tuned for Omar's answer to that very important question. Well, I'm going to turn the close to Ian, but I want to say first again, thank you, all of you. This has been such a great experience for all of us. Some better than others. As Ian said, this last weekend was just a little bit more than frustrating for everyone, especially those that were trying to put new enrollments in. And we're one of the things I can guarantee about the owners of the company, they don't just worry because it makes them look bad, because they were the first to stand up and say, Mark said, hey, we'll take this all on our shoulders. Even though it necessarily wasn't an RX issue, it's our responsibility, our accountability, and I love that. However, we live and breathe with you. And we understand the impact that this has on individual lives and families, and that will always be what you have from us, is that there won't be a us and them mentality here. We understand that you put your reputation on the line every day, and there were those of you that maybe suffered a little bit of that reputation when you went to enroll someone and it didn't work this weekend. We understand that. That is a real issue. So because of that, there's going to be a promotion announced, and it isn't today that we're going to announce it, but stay tuned because we will, and it will be a reward for you for being patient with us. So Ian, with that, I'm going to turn to you to close us out.
Thanks. Hey, there was one last question, Rick. They said, what's up with this whole 13,000 point thing? What's the significance of 13,000 points? All right, guys, next time that you go create a compensation plan and you're like, let's pay people $2,000 on a pay line, and then they can get a reentry and earn the next 2,000 and get the next 2,000, right? 2,000 sounds like a really easy number. And it's simple until you do the math. And the math is we pay 15%. So in Limu, you got paid like 7 levels. And if someone was on your 8th level, you didn't get paid on that, right? At RX, you build teams. So you got team 1, team 2, leg 1, leg 2, leg 4, right? And in those legs, all of the volume from everybody, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 levels deep, all of that every single week rolls up. So we just look at all the volume from you, your team members, your customers, everybody in that leg. That all adds up, right? And you'll have, I don't know, let's call it 5,000 points, 10,000 points. 10,000 points on line 1, 10,000 points on line 2. All of that volume adds up. And then we just say, great, we're going to pay you 15% of your pay lines. Now, everyone hates having to learn new terms. It's like English all over again. What's an adjective? What's an adverb? Just go with it. Pay line is what we call the little leg. So if you got a big leg and a little leg, like Nemo, right? Finding Nemo, he's got the big flipper and the little flipper. Your little flipper, that's your pay line. Okay? So if I had 5,000 points on one leg and 1,000 points on the other one, my 1,000-point leg is my pay line. I pay you 15%. So you'll get $150 on 1,000 points, and we'll use the volume from both legs. So you take away 1,000 on line 2, you take away 1,000 on line 1, and we carry over all of the volume that we pay you. So the 4,000 points in your power line, that stays over to next week. That's kind of how that works. You're like, okay, what does this have to do with 13,000 points? $2,000 pay that when you have 13,334 stupid points on 2 legs. Okay, you do the math. What's 1,334 times 15%? $2,000. That's where that number comes from. So we like the dollar amount. The point value sounds kind of stupid. It's stuck. It works. We like paying you $2,000 a week in base commissions, and you can get unlimited $2,000 for every new team you build. And we'll keep teaching you that over time. And absolutely, Jane Roos, I love your response. Just keep swimming, right? The cool part is a lot of you already have a lot of legs. And before you were paid 7 levels. And you're going to find that when we run commissions tomorrow, a lot of you, in fact, when we ran the number, about half of you will automatically get a pay increase because now you're getting paid on volume of those sales. So that's a really, really cool deal. Lots to learn, but that's the significance of 13,000 points. That's when you get $2,000 and we get you a new reentry. So we'll keep teaching the comp plan between me and Omar, between your leaders. We'll make sure you guys understand this, but the most important thing is find 4, help those 4 find 4, duplicate. That will make the comp plan just fun. So not much to learn other than have fun and keep doing it. You guys are doing great. We're here. We're dedicated to making sure you are confident, but you don't need to know everything to be successful.
Yep.
Right? Just focus on what you've been doing, duplicating. Want to focus on 3 and help those 3 get 3 and 3 and 3. That works too. We prefer 4 because when you go for 4, on average you'll have 2 that actually stick with you, and it takes 2 to do. 1 becomes 2, becomes 4, etc. So
Awesome.
Answer the question.
Ian, thank you so much. And there was only one disconnect there. If you have one big flipper and one little flipper, how do you keep swimming without going in circles?
Grow the other flipper.
There you go. Perfect.
Hey, there was a question. Reggie Torrance said, if we get 5 lines as an ultimate, but I had 12 different legs in Limu. Hey, congratulations, Reggie. We're not going to cheat you out of 7 legs. You got all 12 of them. When we brought everyone over, we brought them as they were. That's the difference between the RX plan, where you can have as many legs as you need and have as many reentries as you need. So infinite width, infinite depth, which is why we can do mergers with other companies with different plans. If you're just a binary, you can only do a binary. If you're just unilevel, you can only do unilevel. At RX, you can do both. So you will have all 12 legs, Reggie, and that means you should have 11 pay legs, 11 pay lines, 11 little mini flippers. That's cool. And they all add up together and pay you. So nice job, guys. Welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks so much, guys. Good seeing y'all.
Thanks, guys.